Also number 3, D. Merriweather, the 6'2 freshman out of Tennessee, played at East Memphis High School. He's in the starting lineup. Number 11 is J.D. Allen. Wood, 180 redshirt sophomore out of Corinth, Mississippi, coming to the Bears via Morehead State University. Also number 10, Crayon Gatson. He's a 6'1", 175-pound sophomore out of McAdams, Mississippi, and McAdams High School. He's the sophomore for the Bears. And finally, the Bears will go with Nate Hudson underneath at the forward spot. He's a 6'6", 230-pound freshman out of Gulfport, Mississippi. Played last year at Gulfport High School. So you look at the Bears starting lineup, they've got Moore, Strickland, Blake, Gatson, and Hudson on the floor for the Bears. For the Wolfpack of Co-Lin, it's Monroe, Merriweather, Studaway, along with Allen and Smothers, the starting lineup before Coach Kenny Bezot and the Co-Lin Wolfpack. Again, remember these two teams have played once. It was a 74-71 win for the Bears. By the way, digging through the Bears notes, digging through some of the Bear history books, Southwest last swept Gulf Coast in men's basketball. It was 2013, the last time that has happened. Coach Brian Bender has never swept Co-Lin, so he has a chance to do it here on his home floor tonight inside the Southwest Basketball Center. Again, the last time that happened back in 2013 when SMCC swept Co-Lin, winning both the home and away decisions. Well, both teams are gathered around their coaches, and we are just about ready to get this one started in men's basketball. Remember, we played the two 20-minute halves. Boy, seems like we were just here, but we were just here. Southwest beating the number 3 team in the nation, Pearl River, back on Saturday afternoon. They won a 70-69 decision. It was a three-pointer at the buzzer by Strickland to win that one for the Bears. Third time this season the Bears have won on the last possession of the basketball game. Well, the teams are on the court. We are just about ready to get this one started here inside the Southwest Basketball Center. Crowd continuing together on a Monday night. Ball's in the air, controlled by the Bears. It will be in the hands of Gatson. Gatson top of the key with the basketball. We're underway. Gatson goes to the corner, lost it, got it back for the Bears, and we'll look for some help now from Blake. Blake will go underneath to Hudson. Hudson stops. He's got to get rid of it, and there to get him out of a jam is Strickland. Strickland back up top of the key with it. Shot clock down to 7 for the Bears, and that's going to be stolen away by Co-Lin. Here comes Co-Lin on the other end with the slam. That's T.J. Monroe with the first basket of the game for Co-Lin. So Co-Lin steals it from the Bears, and they get the first basket to lead 2-0. Bears setting their offense back up. I'll go to the corner to Strickland. Strickland will go back to Gatson. Now Blake touches it. Blake gives it back to Monroe. Monroe goes to the shot. Moore goes to the basket. His shot put up won't fall. Bears had an opportunity that time. Couldn't get the biscuit to fall in the basket here at the basketball center. Basketball in the hands of Smothers. Smothers wants to go towards the hoop. That one disrupted by the Bears. Ball's on the floor. That one's picked up by Southwest. Here we go back to the other end. Bears get a turnover. Let's see if they can turn it into points. Gatson goes towards the hoop. Shot put in. Good, and a foul. The foul is on number 2. That's T.J. Monroe, who picks up his first. Count the basket for Gatson. He will tie it at 2 with a chance to give the Bears the lead at the free throw line here in this one. So Gatson to the free throw line for Southwest. Up, good. So Gatson, the free throw, gives the Bears their first lead at the 18:39 mark. Co-Lin bringing it down the floor. Southwest bringing the pressure, and Co-Lin lost it. Bears brought the full court pressure, and it paid off. Co-Lin lost it out of bounds, and that'll give it right back to the Bears of Southwest. Bears get it back. Here comes Gatson down the floor. Gatson running the point for the Bears. Gatson feeds it to Moore. Moore gives it back to him. Now in the corner, 3-ball up, and that one falls in on the second effort by Blake. Boy, that one hit the top, bounced around, and went on in. So give Blake a 3-ball and give the Bears a 5-2 lead. Excuse me, a 6-2 lead. Now the Bears force a steal from Co-Lin. Here come the Bears and Moore is going to be fouled going to the hoop. Bears forced a turnover and a foul called. That one's on Studaway, who picks up his first. That's the second against the Wolfpack, and the Bears will send Javius Moore to the free throw line. So now it's Javius Moore's turn. First one up, good. Makes it a 7-2 basketball game. Moore makes his first. Javius, the freshman out of Macomb, the local product, up good. Moore going to make both his free throws, make it an 8-2 game. Bears keep the full court pressure on Co-Lin. Wolfpack trying to get it across the timeline. They do. They finally put it in the hands of Studaway. Studaway gets it across the timeline, feeds it to Merriweather. Merriweather gives it back to him. Now they'll find Smothers, top of the key with it. Smothers wants to try to set the offense in front of him. 17.5 to play. Smothers pops it back to Monroe. He goes to the hoop, shot put in and good. That was Merriweather. I'm sorry, not Monroe. It was Merriweather with the basket that time. Makes it an 8-4 game. Bears back on the offensive end with Blake. Blake gives it to Gatson. Gatson to Strickland. Strickland's 3-ball put up, won't go. Rebound picked up by Co-Lin. Here comes the Wolfpack on the other end, and that one's stolen away by the Bears. Strickland, right place, right time to pick that one off for Southwest. Strickland able to pick that one off for the Bears, and we'll go back the other way with it. 16, just under 17 minutes to play in the contest first half. 3-ball put up by Blake. That one won't fall. Boy, 2 times down, the Bears have not been able to find the 3-ball. Now Co-Lin wants to shoot a 3-ball. That one put up, won't go. Bears grab the rebound. Here comes the Bears back on the other end. Gatson goes underneath. Now he'll bring it back out. Hand it to Strickland. Strickland wants to go underneath to Hudson, and he'll get his first basket of the game. Nice job, Nate Hudson, to put the biscuit in the basket right there and make it a 10-4 game. Here comes Co-Lin back on the offensive end to shoot the 3-ball. Put up, won't go. Co-Lin able to get the rebound this time. Thought about the 3 was Merriweather. Passes on that one, goes in the lane, puts the jumper up. It won't go. Rebound fought for. It's the Bears who come down with it. It was Moore who cleared it. He'll hand it to Strickland. Strickland will bring it down for the Bears. Bears lead 10-4 with 15:56 to play here in the opening quarter. He'll put it in the hands of Blake. Blake to Hudson. Hudson gives it back to Blake, and it's knocked away from him and stolen away by the Wolfpack. Here comes Co-Lin on the other end. Shot put up, won't go. Smothers stole it, tried to go coast to coast. His shot wouldn't go. Bears 3-ball out of the corner. That one won't go for the Bears and Zay Blake. And now timeout called by the Bears. Bears have missed 3 3-pointers, 3 trips down, and Coach Brian Bender wants to use the timeout. 15:33. It's not a timeout, excuse me. It's the shirt tails they want to put in. No timeout given. That time it was the officials who stopped it. It looked like Coach Brian Bender may have wanted a timeout, but he says no, the officials stopped it. They wanted everybody's shirts tucked in. We're back to playing basketball. Co-Lin with the basketball in the hands of Elzy. Elzy gets rid of it. Back over to Studaway. Studaway with the basketball. Back up top of the key. Long 3 for Elzy, and he gets it. Long 3 for Elzy. Falls, makes it a 10-7 game. 15 minutes to play. Basketball belongs to the Bears. Bears with it with Gatson. Gatson feeds it to Strickland. Strickland gives it back to Gatson. Now they'll go underneath. Bears want to go to Quincy Young, who pops it back out. Now they want to get it back to him. Stolen away, picked back up by the Bears. They go back to Young. It's lost, and they'll say last touched by Co-Lin. Quincy Young, who just checked in for the Bears, getting some action underneath. Quincy, the 6'8", 270-pound sophomore out of Tylertown, getting some playing time here. And it was knocked out of his hands by Co-Lin. Bears inbound it to Young. Young shot put up, won't go. Rebound put up by the Bears, won't go. Co-Lin comes back on this other end with the basketball. Theirs won't go. Quincy Young the rebound. Bears want to go fast to Strickland down the floor, and he'll lay it off the glass good. Strickland laid it off the glass, got that one to fall, made it a 12-7 game. Just over 14 minutes to play here at the basketball center in the first half. Basketball belongs to the Wolfpack. Wolfpack another long three. That one put up, won't go. Fight for the rebound is Quincy Young, who comes down with it for the Bears. He'll give it to Gatson. Gatson, the one-hander, lays it up, won't go. Oh, off the glass that time from Crayon. Gatson couldn't get it to fall. Co-Lin with the rebound, back on this other end with Dickerson. Sherman Dickerson, who just checked in, gets the basketball, goes to the hoop, and puts his shot in and good. Sherman Dickerson, who just checked in for the Wolfpack, gets his first basket of the game. 12-9 the score now. Gatson with the basketball. Gatson gives it to Carter. Carter gives it back to him, now back to Carter for the three ball, put up, won't go. Bears can't buy a three ball here in the first half. Co-Lin bringing it back down the floor. Goes to the hoop. Shot put up by Elzy, won't go. DeMarcus Elzy out of Magnolia and South Pike missed it that time down. Bears want to go to Strickland. Shooter. He puts it up. Jump ball out of the corner. That one won't go. Boy, we're hitting a dry spell on both teams here. 12-9, 13 minutes to play. And a foul going to be called on Quincy Young and the Bears. First time the Bears will be whistled for a foul as it goes against Quincy Young. Bears want to get 22-5. That's Lamine and Blake back into this basketball game. Quincy Young and also Javius Moore going to take a seat for the Bears. Co-Lin will inbound it underneath their own goal. They'll inbound it to the big man underneath. That is 23, Jordan Johnson, and he traveled with the basketball. So the Bears went with Lamine. Co-Lin goes with Johnson, and Johnson travels with the basketball. Under 13 to play now. Basketball belongs to the Bears with Gatson. Gatson will bring it length of the floor for Southwest. Gatson flips it to Blake. Blake back to Gatson. Gatson inside the lane, backs it out. Wants to go underneath to Lamine. Lamine had it, lost it, and Co-Lin gets it. Here comes the Wolfpack back down the other end of the floor to Butler. Butler feeds it quickly to Dickerson. Dickerson hands it off to the big man Johnson. His jumper up, no good, and they'll say last touched by the Wolfpack. So Co-Lin, the last to touch it. Bears will get it back. Dry spell for both these teams right now. 12:22 to play. Basketball belongs to the Bears. Bears bring it down with Blake this time. Blake gives it to Jenkins. Jenkins feeds it over the floor, and going to the hoop with it is Carter. His shot put up. Got his own rebound. The putback, it won't go either. Boy, Bears just can't get him a basket right now. Co-Lin working back on this other end. They'll give it to number one. That's Hershey. Hershey shot put up, won't go. Lamine there to grab the rebound, and he's going to be fouled by Co-Lin. And it's 23 Johnson that fouls him. It's his first, third picked up against Co-Lin as the Wolfpack makes another substitution. Is Elzy going to check out of the game? It's Marshall who will check in. Bears will get Gatson out in favor of Strickland as well. Basketball in the hands now of the Bears and Zay Blake. Blake will bring it length of the floor. Everybody touches it for the Bears before it ends back in Carter's hands, and he traveled. Carter took that little stutter step and traveled with the basketball. Co-Lin will own it. They'll inbound it in front of their bench. They will bring it to the floor with Dickerson. Dickerson working on this end. Boy, he needs help. Wants to go across the floor to Butler. Butler behind the range for the three, goes inside the lane, wants to put his jumper in and good. Cameron Butler picks up his first basket of the game, makes it 12-11. The Wolfpack have made it a one-point game. Bears back on this other end. Blake wants to go underneath with the ball, and his shot put up and the foul called. Didn't get the basket, but did get the foul that time. As Hershey will foul him, it's his first, the fourth against Co-Lin, and the Bears will send Zay Blake to the free throw line to shoot a pair. So Blake, the opportunity to shoot a pair from the free throw line. First one up, good. Blake will make the first, make it a 13-11 game. Blake with a second free throw coming. Second free throw up off the back of the rim, no good. 13-11, Bears get one of two to make it a two-point game. Here comes Co-Lin back on the offensive end. Co-Lin will go to Johnson. Johnson in the lane, shot blocked by Lamine. It's on the floor, picked up by the Bears. Zay Blake picked it up. He feeds it to Bogan. Bogan puts the three up. It won't go. Here's Co-Lin with the rebound now. Wolfpack will bring it down with Dickerson. Dickerson right here in front of us, puts it on the floor, hands it to Hershey. Hershey's three is up good. Hershey's three ball is up good. Makes it 14-13. Co-Lin is taking a one-point lead, and now Coach Brian Bender will use the timeout. So Coach Brian Bender will use the 30-second timeout. It's a 14-13 game, 10.5 to play here at the Southwest Basketball Center. Don't forget, join us tomorrow, softball here on the campus. It's those makeup games with Holmes Community College. 1 o'clock first pitch. And then followed by 3 o'clock game 2 with Holmes tomorrow. No radio for those games. You can see them, though, on Bear TV and, of course, all of the social media platforms of Southwest Mississippi Community College. It's softball on the campus tomorrow with Holmes in town. Coach Shay Johnson, boy, getting some good weather, so getting some games in this week. We'll talk more about the rest of the week later, but don't forget softball with a 1 o'clock first pitch tomorrow afternoon. Bears back with the basketball with Strickland. Strickland has it, brings it down the floor. He sits with the ball on the floor. Strickland looking for a hole, will give it to Blake. Blake goes to the hoop, shot put up, won't go, and they called the offensive foul. It's on Zay Blake. He gets called with charging and gets the foul. That's the second against the Bears. Co-Lin leads it 14-13 here at the Southwest Basketball Center. Basketball in the hands now of Co-Lin. The Wolfpack with it with Marshall. Marshall top of the key there. Marshall with the basketball. Bears have checked Walker Moreland into the game. And Marshall will go straight to the hoop, get his first basket. Boy, Co-Lin spreads it around. Nobody's got multiple baskets for the Wolfpack yet. Bears down 3. They give it to Hudson. He's fouled. It's on Johnson, who picks up his second. That's the 5th against Co-Lin. It was on the floor against Hudson, so the Bears will inbound it underneath their own goal. TJ Monroe going to check back in for the Wolfpack now, with the Wolfpack leading 16-13 here at the Basketball Center. Bears inbound it to Moore. Moore wants to shoot a long 3, and that one good. Javius Moore, the long 3, will tie it at 16. Wolfpack goes back to work on the other end with Hershey. Hershey gets rid of it to Marshall. Marshall in the lane, now he gets rid of it. Co-Lin trying to go underneath, got it back. Had it knocked away, but got it back. Now the Wolfpack working into the lane, and he either traveled or was fouled. They say he traveled. They call the travel against Marshall. So with 9:20 to play, it's a 16-all basketball game. Basketball belongs to the Bears with Strickland. Strickland, top of the key with it, just over 9 minutes to play. Strickland thought about the 3, passed on it to Moore. Moore gives it right back to him. Now they go to the corner. Oh, I wanted to do a pass underneath, but Nate Hudson was a little missed time there, and he scooted out of the way, and Co-Lin will get it back. So Wolfpack will get this basketball back. Wolfpack working in the lane with it. Now out of the lane is Monroe. Monroe needs some help. Over to help him is Hershey. Hershey's jumper put up won't go. Co-Lin the rebound. Did they save it? Nope, he was out of bounds. Co-Lin tried to save it with Monroe, but he was out of bounds. Bears will check Gatson back in. They'll send Zay Blake back to the Bear bench. So Gatson will check in. Blake will go back to the bench for the Bears. 16-16, 8:40 to play. Basketball in the hands of Moore. Moore works it to Gatson. Gatson top of the key with it for Southwest. Gatson puts it on the floor. Moreland trying to get away from him in the corner. Gatson will keep it. Now Moore all by himself. Three ball out of the corner is off the rim, no good. Moreland had the look, couldn't get it to fall. 16 all. Co-Lin a three on the other side with Elzy, and it's good. Elzy gets the basket. He's the first Wolfpack to have multiple baskets in this game. 19-16, Wolfpack leads it. Gatson with the basketball for the Bears. Gatson on the floor with it. Back to Moreland. Moreland will give it right back to Gatson. Gatson underneath to Moore. His shot put off the rim and good. Javius Moore's basket's good to make it 19-18. Bears back to within one. 7 minutes to play here at the basketball center. Puts it underneath into Monroe's hands. His shot put up won't go. Monroe missed that one. Bears grab the rebound. They'll bring it to the floor with Strickland. Strickland to Gatson. Gatson to Moreland. Moreland's three. That won't fall. Bears got the rebound. Tried to do the putback. It wouldn't fall, and they'll say out of bounds and last touched by Co-Lin. They say it was last touched by Co-Lin. There was a lot of action in there. Now they're going to say, no, the ball's going to belong to Co-Lin. The officials gathered, talked about it, and said, no, the ball will belong to the Wolfpack. So the Wolfpack will get this basketball. 7:14 to play. Basketball in the hands of Studaway. He will hand it to Hershey. Hershey with the basketball. Got rid of it now. Up top, three ball from way downtown for Elzy. Elzy's got his third three of this half. 22-18 the lead for Co-Lin. 6:53 to play. DeMarcus Elzy with 3 3-pointers in the first half of this game has given Co-Lin a 22-18 lead. Bears looking for a basket with Gatson. Gatson goes into the lane. His one-hander drops it off the backboard. Good. Crayon with his second basket of the game. 22-20 now. Bears down by 2. Co-Lin with the basketball. Co-Lin wants to go underneath. Dumped it off to Monroe. He'll shoot it, put it in, and a foul called. Boy, they dumped it to Monroe, and he was right there to put it in. It's on 24, Nate Hudson, who picks up his first. The basket will count to make it 24-20 as they put it in for Monroe. And he'll have a chance to make it a three-point play. Bears will get Kel Carter back in. Bears will also check Strickland back into this basketball game. Shot put up, won't go. Bears get that rebound. 24-20 to Co-Lin lead. Bears have it in the corner with Monroe, with Carter. He pops it out. Other side is Strickland with a three. Strickland, the three ball, makes it a one-point game again. Boy, Bears had Carter. He just flipped it across the floor. Strickland was right there. His three good. Co-Lin a three ball this time. It won't go. They went to Elzy again. This time Elzy missed it. Gatson working on the other end for the Bears. Gatson gives it back to Carter. Carter feeds it to Strickland. Strickland puts it on the floor. In the lane, backs it back out to Carter. His three ball put up won't go. And Co-Lin with the rebound. Wolfpack one-on-one situation for Elzy on this other end, and he'll put it in. Elzy had the lane. Gatson decided not to foul him. He put it in and got it. Bears, 3 out of the corner by Carter, won't fall for Southwest. And they'll say last touched by Southwest, so Co-Lin going to own this one. Wolfpack also going to check A.J. Warnsley, the 6'7" freshman out of Terry, into this basketball game for the first time. Co-Lin with the basketball, 5-16. Bears bring that full court pressure. They had been backing off. They bring it back. Co-Lin wants to go coast to coast with it. Shot put up, won't go. There to grab the rebound is Carter. Carter to Strickland. Strickland's 3-ball put up, won't go. Nobody touches that one, and they'll say it belongs to the Bears. The Bears will own the basketball. They will inbound in front of the scorer's table to Gadsden. Gadsden will give it back to Strickland. Now back to Gadsden with the basketball. 4:53, Strickland coming there to help him out. Strickland in traffic to Carter. Carter, the 3-ball put up, won't go. Bears can't seem to get that 3 out of the corner to fall right now. That time down for Carter. Co-Lin on this other end, and a foul called against the Bears. It's on Carter instead of the Bears. The 4th against Southwest. Merriweather will go to the free throw line for the Wolfpack. Now Merriweather with a basket already in this game, up good. Merriweather makes the first, makes it a 27-23 basketball game. He'll have one more coming. A second free throw for Merriweather due. Second free throw, that one good too. Merriweather will make them both. Makes it a 28-23 game. Bears with the basketball. They check Jenkins back in for Southwest. Jenkins checks into this basketball game for the Bears. Jenkins will give it to Gadsden. Lamine back in as well for Southwest. It's with Carter. Carter goes to Jenkins. Jenkins gives it back to Carter. Carter, another 3-ball. That one won't go either. Basketball won't fall. Bears working on the defensive end. Co-Lin, the shot put up, got the rebound, and the Wolfpack put it up, and a foul called against the Bears. On the rebound, the Bears get the foul called against them. It's on Carter, who picks up his second, 5th against the Bears, and the Bears will send the Wolfpack back to the free throw line with A.J. Warnsley. So Warnsley's at the free throw line. First one up off the front of the rim and no good. Warnsley will have a second free throw doing. Kel Carter will check out for the Bears. Blake will check back in. Second free throw, no good either. Gadsden picks up the rebound for the Bears. Gadsden feeds it down to Strickland. Strickland's 3 is good. Tata Strickland's 3 is good, makes it 28-26. Bears down by 2. Co-Lin with the basketball. It's Hershey with it in the lane. He will get rid of it to Warnsley. Warnsley, he'll get rid of it now, put it in the hands of Dickerson. And Dickerson going to travel with the basketball. Dickerson called for the travel. That'll give it back to the Bears with 3:41 to play. Bears with the basketball in the hands of Gadsden. Gadsden with it. Boy, not much stoppage of play in the first half of this one. Gadsden gave it to Strickland. Strickland gives it back to him. Now it's Strickland again. Wants to get some help from Blake. Blake out to help him. He'll take it. Give it back to Strickland. Strickland back to Blake. Blake underneath looking for Lamine. That one knocked away from Lamine and picked up by the Wolfpack. Here comes Dickerson on the other end, and he's going to overrun the basket and lose it out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Bears. Bears, well, own the basketball with Gadsden. Gadsden will bring it length of the floor with 3 minutes to play. Gives it to Jenkins. Jenkins will give it back to him. Now Blake will touch it for the Bears. Now Strickland out of the corner with it. He'll give it back to Blake. Now to Lamine underneath, and he'll miss it off the backboard. Lamine will miss it off the backboard and get called for the foul. Lamine will get charged with the foul. That's 6 against the Bears. 28-26, Co-Lin by 2. Basketball belongs to Co-Lin. Dickerson will be tasked with bringing it down. Dickerson works in the lane, backs it out, hands it to Monroe. Monroe wants to pop it back out. Now Monroe again, the jumper put up, it'll fall for Monroe. Monroe will fall to make it 30-26. Gadsden with the basketball for the Bears as he brings it down. Gadsden goes to Blake. Blake back to Gadsden. Now back to Blake. Blake's jumper put up, won't go. Co-Lin the rebound. Here comes the Wolfpack in a fast break with Hershey. Hershey put up, won't go. And the Bears will be called for goaltending. And they'll give them the 2 ball that time. Makes it a 26-32 basketball game. You'll credit Monroe with the basket. Bears get goaltending called against them. Basketball in the hands of Gadsden. Gadsden works down in the lane. Shot put up, won't go. Co-Lin the rebound. Here comes the Wolfpack with under 2 minutes to play. And going coast to coast with it is T.J. Monroe, who makes it a 34-26 game. Bears working it with Gadsden. On the other end, lost it, got it back, and put it in. Nice job by Crayon to put that one in to make it 34-28. Bears need a basket. They went to the sophomore Gadsden. Minute and a half to play. Basketball with Dickerson. He'll go to the hoop. He'll put it in. Sherman Dickerson, the basket for Co-Lin, 36-28. 1:18 to play. Basketball belongs to the Bears. Gadsden brings it to his favorite spot in the corner. Brings it back up into the lane. His one-hander, good. Crayon Gadsden, another basket for the Bears to make it a 6-point game. 36-30 with 1 minute to play here in the first half. Basketball belongs to the Wolfpack. Wolfpack will bring it down. They'll put it in the hands of Dickerson. Dickerson with it. 49 seconds showing on the clock, 14 on the shot clock for the Wolfpack. Wolfpack goes to Merriweather. Merriweather back out now to Dickerson. Dickerson down in the lane. He got rid of it. 3-ball put up, and that one no good off of the hands of Hershey. Bears get the rebound. 31 seconds to play. There's about a 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. So the Bears will have Gadsden. Gadsden works it down in the lane. Lost it. Co-Lin trying to pick it up. Gadsden got it back. Gadsden got it back, and who called timeout? Timeout Southwest. Timeout Southwest, and the Bears will keep possession of the basketball using the 30-second timeout.
With 5:41 remaining in the first half of this lesson, Southwest Lady Bears lead Co-Lin 25-20.
25-20, Southwest Lady Bears beating Co-Lin with like 6 minutes to play in the second quarter. We'll try to check on that one more, of course, in the second half. 36-30, the Bears used the timeout to keep possession with 16.2 seconds to play in the first half of this one. 12 seconds showing on that shot clock. So the Bears gathered around Coach Brian Bender to get the right play with 12 on the shot clock and 16.2 on that game clock for the Bears. Some fast-paced action here in the first half of this one between two old rivals in Co-Lin and Southwest. 16.2, Bears will ask Strickland to inbound it. He'll inbound it underneath his own goal. Strickland will give it to Hudson. Hudson puts it up, no good. Bears on the putback is good. Javius Moore on the putback. Got it to fall. Merriweather gets the foul. And the Bears will have a chance to make it a three-point play with Javius Moore. Hudson couldn't get it. Moore there to back him up. He puts it in for the Bears. Play up good. Javius Moore makes the free throw. 36-33, Bears down 3. Co-Lin with the basketball. That one stolen away by the Bears. Did he stay? He walked with it. Gadsden stole it away but couldn't keep his feet together and ends up traveling with the basketball. 10.8 showing on the clock now. Co-Lin another chance to inbound it. Bears bring the pressure. Co-Lin will get it in. Bringing it down the floor. Trying to go coast to coast as Dickerson. His shot put up, it won't go. And with 2.4, they say it stays with Co-Lin. So Co-Lin, Dickerson went coast to coast, missed the shot. In a battle for the rebound, it went out of bounds. Bears will bring the big man Lamine back in, put him in front of the guy tasked with bringing it in. Co-Lin will get it in. Bears steal it away out of bounds. Is there any time left on that clock? They say no, and that's halftime. 36-33, the halftime score. It's Co-Lin by 3. We'll step aside for a 2-minute break, catch our breath. Back in 2 minutes, Bear basketball right here on WAZA and Bear TV.
Now is your time to be a part of an amazing class of students. There's so much going on here at Southwest, you won't want to miss out. We have scholarships available for music ensembles, cheer, and athletic teams. You can be a part of our active and vibrant campus life where students are determined to meet their goals. With our new and remodeled residence halls, you have the convenience of staying on campus or commuting. You can even take classes online. At Southwest, you can get an authentic college experience at a fraction of the cost of a four-year university. You belong here. Southwest Mississippi Community College classes start soon, so schedule an appointment today to get on track to a better you. Find us at www.smcc.edu.
I can say I've done a lot of things in my life. I've flown with the Eagles, rode with the Cowboys, I've barreled through the barriers. One thing I can't say though is that I did it alone. People ask me what makes a legend. I always say it's about being a part of something bigger. It's never just me. It's always one for all. Whatever comes your way, do it together. I can say I've done a lot of things.
Scoring in the first half of this one. We go to the locker room, 36-33. It's a 3-point lead for the Wolfpack of Co-Lin. You look at the scoring, leading scorer for Co-Lin in the first half of this basketball game was off their bench, and DeMarcus Elzy out of Magnolia with 11 first half points, including 3 3-pointers. He has 11. TJ Monroe with 10. 4 for Merriweather, 4 for Dickerson, 3 for Hershey, and a basket for Jordan Marshall in the first half of this basketball game for Co-Lin. You look at the fouls for Co-Lin, 2 against Johnson, 1 for Studaway, 1 for Merriweather, 1 for Monroe, and 1 for Hershey in this basketball game. So nobody really in foul trouble on the Co-Lin side, just Jordan Johnson carrying those 2 fouls at the moment. For Southwest, you look at there, Javius Moore, leading scorer for the Bears with 10 in the first half. Gadsden with 9, 7 for Strickland. It's 4 for Blake. And Nate Hudson with the basket in the first half for Southwest to give the Bears their 33 points. You look at the Bear fouls. Cale Carter with 2 in the first half for the Bears. Blake, Lamine, Hudson, and Quincy Young for the Bears all have 1 foul apiece. So 16 fouls against the Bears, 16 fouls against Co-Lin. Nobody in super foul trouble in the first half of this basketball game. 36-33 is our halftime score here at the Southwest Basketball Center. Let's look at the quick numbers. We'll come back after a 2-minute break and talk about some other things happening not only here on the Southwest campus, but also in the MACCC. Back in 2 minutes with an update. You're listening to the Halftime Show. Southwest Bear basketball right here on WAZA and Bear TV.
This 2021 basketball season for all home games at Southwest Mississippi Community College, here's our attendance policy. The home team will receive 40 tickets. Visiting teams will be allowed 15 tickets. There's also 30 tickets available for Southwest students on a first-come, first-served basis. Those are available at the Sports Information Office. There are 20 tickets that will be available for the general public. Those will be sold at the campus bookstore for $10 apiece. The Southwest Cheer Squad will receive 10 tickets. There will be no pep band or halftime performances, and all MACC, MHSAA, MAIS, and Southwest passes will be accepted. Anyone attending the games will be asked to wear a mask and try to maintain a 6-foot distance between groups. The teams, they'll be seated on the south side of our gymnasium, while all fans will be seated on the north side of the Southwest Basketball Center. And whether you're joining us in person or on Bear TV, go Bears!
Now is your time to be a part of an amazing class of students. There's so much going on here at Southwest, you won't want to miss out. We have scholarships available for music ensembles, cheer, and athletic teams. You can be a part of our active and vibrant campus life where students are determined to meet their goals. With our new and remodeled residence halls, you have the convenience of staying on campus or commuting. You can even take classes online. At Southwest, you can get an authentic college experience at a fraction of the cost of a four-year university. You belong here. Southwest Mississippi Community College classes start soon, so schedule an appointment today to get on track to a better you. Find us at www.smcc.edu.
Well, back here inside the Southwest Basketball Center, First Bank Court, our halftime score 36-33. By the way, women up at Co-Lin with 43 seconds to play before halftime. It's the Lady Bears 39, Co-Lin 28, so 39-28. The Lady Bears leading in that one. By the way, we'll see the Lady Bears here on Bear TV Thursday night when East Central will come to town. Boy, it's been a long time since Coach Brent Harris and his Bears got back on this home floor, but they'll be back here Thursday night. East Central will be in town. 6 o'clock tip. We'll have it for you here on Bear TV and, of course, on WAZA 107.7 FM. Coach Brian Bender and the Bear men, they will, of course, make the trip up to East Central to play that game on Thursday night. But between now and Thursday, we got some softball for you on Bear TV. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock, we're going to resume the game with Holmes Community College that was being played earlier this season. That was the home opener for the Bears back when the sleet began falling, 1 and 3 o'clock. For those, you can see them here on Bear TV tomorrow afternoon, again beginning at 1 o'clock. Also, we understand the Bears have added, the Bear softball team has added some games to their schedule as they will be playing a 3-team little tournament here on Wednesday with Crowder College and Mississippi Delta at 1 o'clock Wednesday. Southwest and Crowder College will play softball. And then at 3, Crowder College and Mississippi Delta will play. And then the nightcap at 5 p.m. is Southwest and Mississippi Delta. So Southwest softball in action a couple of times again with the Holmes games tomorrow at 1 and 3. Both of those games you can watch on Bear TV. And then, of course, the Bear softball team in action Wednesday as they take on Crowder College at 1 and Mississippi Delta at 5. And again, Delta and Crowder will play the in-between game on Wednesday here at Southwest over at Lady Bear Park over at the softball field. So 2 straight days of softball, Tuesday and Wednesday here on the Southwest campus. Then, of course, Thursday it's back in the basketball center as East Central and Southwest in ladies action will do battle. And then, of course, on Saturday we've got basketball and softball on the Southwest campus. So a very busy week on the Southwest campus as far as athletics goes. It was kind of nice to say that, though, especially after last week when there was, absolutely no athletics being played on the Southwest campus due to the snow and ice. Well, that's a look at what's coming up. Don't forget as well, tomorrow night following softball, the softball games are at 1 and 3. Following softball, a special treat for you. Inside Bear Athletics this week, we're going to talk Southwest cheerleading. That's coming up 6 o'clock tomorrow night on Bear TV and, of course, all of the social media platforms of Southwest Mississippi Community College. Inside Bear Athletics, it's your weekly look at what's happening in athletics on the Southwest campus this week. Cheerleading, it will be our feature. Hope you'll join us for that tomorrow night at 6 o'clock as well. Let's step aside for a 2-minute break. We'll come back, get ready for the second half. Back in 2 minutes. You're listening to Bear Basketball on WAZA 107.7 FM. You're watching Bear Basketball on Bear TV. Well, welcome back inside the Southwest Basketball Center as we get ready for second half action. Both these teams back out on the floor. Co-Lin's been here a little bit longer. Southwest, out about 30 seconds or so as both these teams get loose and get ready for second half action here at the Basketball Center. Again, 36-33 is our halftime score. Remember, these two teams played back on the opening week of the season. It was a 74-71 win for Southwest in that basketball game. And by the way, the last time the Bears swept Co-Lin, remember, that was all the way back in 2013. So Coach Brian Bender trying to do something he's never done as a head coach, and that's sweep the Wolfpack from Wesson. Right now, though, it's Coach Kenny Bezot and Co-Lin up 36-33 here at the Southwest Basketball Center. Again, remember, Thursday night, Lady Bears in action here against East Central. We will have the women's game with Coach Brent Harris and his Lady Bears. And by the way, that game's at the half right now, 41-28 28. Southwest leading Co-Lin again 41-28. That game at the half right now up in Wesson. Well, about 1 minute shows before we get second half action started between these two rivals in basketball action here on this Monday night on the campus of Southwest Mississippi Community College, the Southwest Basketball Center First Bank Court. Don't forget as well, we talked about it in halftime, Inside Bear Athletics, your weekly look at what's happening on the campus of Southwest Mississippi Community College as far as athletics goes. That's coming your way 6 o'clock tomorrow night. It's going to be a busy day for Bear TV tomorrow. A couple of softball games followed then by Inside Bear Athletics. So 1 o'clock softball, 3 o'clock softball, and 6 o'clock Inside Bear Athletics on Bear TV. That's all coming your way tomorrow here on the Southwest campus. Bears are back out. They signal they're ready to go. Coach Kenny Bezant breaking up his huddle with Co-Lin. And he will bring them out. We'll get second half action started. The halftime clock shows 6 seconds on it, so they will stop that, reset it to 20, and we'll get ready to play. Co-Lin will inbound it. The possession arrow shows their way. They will inbound it with Studaway. Studaway, top of the key, found a seam in the lane, and he goes straight to the hoop. Well, he found him an open seam and went straight to the hoop with it. 38-33, Co-Lin first to score here in the second half. Here comes Gadsden now in the Bears. Gadsden hands it to Strickland. Strickland, top of the key with it. He'll give it back to Gadsden. Gadsden underneath, look for some help for the Bears. There to help him out is Zay Blake, who goes to the hoop. His shot no good, but Javius Moore on the putback is good for the Bears. Nice job, Javius Moore on the putback. Co-Lin again goes straight to the hoop, and again it's Studaway with a second basket of the second half. Boy, Studaway back-to-back baskets here in the second half for Co-Lin. Wolfpack by 5, 40-35. Gadsden the one-hander, that one's good. Gadsden's one-hander good for the Bears. Make it 40-37. Lead cut to 3 for the Wolfpack. Co-Lin working on this other end, 3-ball in and good. Boy, nothing but net that time for Merriweather on a 3-ball for the Wolfpack, 43-37. Bears back on the offensive end with Strickland. Strickland goes to Blake. Blake will give it back to Strickland. Now underneath, Javius Moore from the free throw line will put that one in and good. Moore from the free throw line worked that one in and good. 43-39, Wolfpack shoots another 3. This time it won't fall by Studaway. That was J.D. Allen with the 3-ball, no good. And the basketball will belong to the Bears. Bears will check Blake out. They'll put Jenkins back in. So Jenkins will check back in for the Bears. 18-20 to play. Opening moments of the second half, 43-39. The Co-Lin lead. Gadsden goes to the hoop, has it knocked out of his hands. Out of bounds, and the Bears will control it. The Bears will control it. Gadsden given a moment to check it, to catch his breath. Will do the inbounding for the Bears. He will get it to Strickland. Strickland's 2 is good. Strickland's long 2 is good. That is foot on that 3-ball line. 43-41. Bears trying to climb back in this one. Basketball belongs to Butler. Butler's long 2 off the rim, no good. Gadsden clears it for the Bears. Here comes Crayon back on the offensive end for the Bears. Gadsden goes to Hudson. Hudson underneath with it for the Bears. Pops it out to Moore. He gets a basket. Javius Moore there to back him up, and the Bears have tied it. 43-43. Bears have tied it with 17 and a half to play. Basketball belongs to Merriweather. Merriweather will give it to Studaway. Studaway up top with it. He goes into the lane, hits the double team, and the foul called. They get the foul on Carter. It's 24. He's not in the game. It's 24. Nate Hudson, who picks up his second for the Bears. And that'll put Co-Lin at the free throw line. Spack. First one bounces around and goes in. First one good. Co-Lin goes up one. Second free throw for the Wolfpack. That one good too. Studaway makes them both. 45-43. Bears down by 2 with 17 minutes to play. Gadsden with the basketball in the lane. Gets the one-hander, lays it off the glass, won't go. Rebound being fought for, still being fought for. It's Co-Lin who picks it up, goes to the hoop. Shot put up, won't go. Jenkins clears the rebound for the Bears. Jenkins clears it for Southwest. He'll give it to Gadsden. Gadsden down in the lane, puts it in and good. Gadsden put that one in and good for the Bears. 45-45. 16:40 to play here at the Basketball Center. Basketball belongs to Co-Lin. Wolfpack with it with Studaway. Studaway bounces it out. 3-ball put up by Merriweather. Won't go. Bears the rebound. Here comes Southwest with Strickland. Strickland to Moore. Moore the long 3. Puts it up off the front of the rim. No good. The long 3-ball that time from Javius Moore wouldn't go. Co-Lin. 2-ball on the other side won't go. Javius Moore the rebound. Has it taken away from him by Co-Lin. Co-Lin able to take it away with Hershey. Hershey takes it away and we got time called now. We got officials time. As they want to reset the shot clock to 25. Bears will take that opportunity also to check out Nate Hudson. Bears go a bit smaller this time as they check in Blake for him. Bears on the defensive side put up, won't go. Jenkins the rebound. They went underneath with Hershey. His shot wouldn't go. Here comes Gadsden to Blake. 3-ball out of the corner, no good. Rebound picked up by Co-Lin. Wolfpack clears the rebound in a 45-45 game. Here comes the Wolfpack now. Wolfpack working with Merriweather, and he will be out of the shot put up, no good, and it's out of bounds. Bears will make a substitution. They will get Strickland back in for Gadsden. Number 5, that's DeMarcus Elzy, going to check back in for Co-Lin. 45-45. Basketball belongs to the Bears and Zay Blake. Blake gives it to Strickland. Strickland goes to Carter. Carter puts it on the ground. Goes towards the lane. His shot put up, won't go. Foul called. It's on 23. That's Johnson who picks up his third. That's the first against Co-Lin here in the second half. And Kel Carter will go to the free throw line for the Bears in a tied game. First one for Carter, gets in. Carter gets his first one. We'll have a second free throw coming. So a second free throw for Kel. That one up, and that one good too. So Carter will make both free throws. 47-45, the lead 2. Co-Lin now will call a timeout. Is it a full or a 30? Say 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. 47-45, Bears by 2, 15:09 to play in the second half of this one. Checking girls action. Southwest leads Co-Lin 47-29, 47-29. The Lady Bears leading up in Wesson with, 7:18 to play in the third quarter. So that game going the way of the Bears. This one right now going the way of the Bears as well, but much tighter. 47-45 with the Bear lead by 2. They got a couple of free throws from Kel Carter to give the Bears the lead. Co-Lin chose to use the timeout. They will inbound it with 15:09 to play. They will go to Allen to inbound it. Allen will inbound it. They'll bring it across with Elzy. Elzy working down, that's Dickerson working down in the lane and a foul called. That's 15, not 5 And a foul going to be called against the Bears. It's on Blake, who picks up his second. That's the team's second, and going back to the free throw line will be Dickerson. So Dickerson will go to the free throw line this time for Co-Lin with 15:01. Shot up, that one bounces off the back of the rim, no good. First one no good for Dickerson, he's got a second one now. Second free throw for Dickerson, that one up, that one rolls off, no good. Dickerson missed them both. Carter comes down with it for the Bears. Carter working it to Strickland to Jenkins. Back to Strickland up top with it. Under 15 to play. Bears by 2. Carter to three ball. Good. Carter out of the corner. The three ball good. Makes it a 5-point game. 50-45, and now Jenkins going to pick up a cheapie on the other end trying to go for the steal. Jenkins will pick up his first foul. That's the first against the Bears. The first against Jenkins, the third against Southwest here in the second half. So they'll inbound it underneath their own goal. Will Co-Lin with 22 showing on the shot clock. They'll get it underneath to Allen. Allen will hand it off to Johnson, who puts it up and good. They say count the basket and give Carter the foul. So Johnson will get credit for the basket. Makes it 50-47. Coach Brian Bender asking the official for a little explanation on that one, as Johnson will go to the free throw line. Shot up, and that one rolls in. Johnson able to get that one to fly. 50-48, Bears by 2. Gadsden with the basketball. He's back in this one for Southwest. Gadsden flips it to the top to Strickland. Strickland gives it right back to him with 14-12 to play. Bears want to go to Jenkins. Jenkins to Carter. Another three. This time it won't go. Bears tried to time the jump with Lamine, but it goes off the back of his head to the Wolfpack and a slam on the other end. Hershey the slam on the other end. Bears take it this side. It's stolen right back away. This time no good. He tried to do it a second time but didn't get it to fall. This time it's picked up by the Bears on the rebound. Co-Lin takes it right back. Who's got it? They say Co-Lin basketball. Boy, the Bears had a bad sequence right there. Had the jam after the jam. They had it stolen away. Shot put up, wouldn't go. Bears got the rebound, then couldn't get the possession to go. Jenkins will check out. Moore will check back in for Southwest. Tied at 50 with 13.5 to play. Three ball, no good. That didn't touch anything. Shot clock will keep running, but on the putback we'll get a foul called.
Southwest foul on number 22, Lamine.
It's on Lamine, who picks up his second. That's the fifth against the Bears. And going back to the free throw line is Johnson. Johnson's made one from the free throw line already here in the second half when he completed that three-point play. Drains that one for his second. 51-50. Co-Lin will take a lead now from the free throw line. Bears will make some substitutions. They will get Moreland and I think Nate Hudson back in. Hudson had to leave earlier with a nosebleed, but he's back into this one. Second free throw, put up, no good. Bears clear it with Moore. Moore will give it to Gadsden. Gadsden will bring it down for Southwest. Gadsden top of the key with it with 13-17 to go. Bears will give it to Moore. Moore flips it to Moreland. Moreland's three out of the corner won't go. Hudson the rebound. His putback won't go for the Bears, and Co-Lin gets it this time. Boy, Bears couldn't get a basket that time down. Here comes Co-Lin with the basketball. In the corner, looking for some help. It's Allen to come over and help him. Allen's long two off the front of the rim, no good. Here's Gadsden. Gadsden with it for the Bears. Gadsden goes back to the corner to Strickland. Strickland's three won't go. Bears can't get a three ball to go here. 51-50 the score. Co-Lin by 1 with 12.5 to play, and now Coach Kenny Bezot wants to slow it down. Fast-paced action, but nobody was getting a basket. So he wants to slow it down to Allen. Allen being guarded by Crayon. They gets rid of it, goes to 23 Johnson, who gets it in. Makes it 53-50 as Co-Lin has gone up by 3 with 12:08 to play. Gadsden to Moreland. Moreland to Moore up top. Moreland to Hudson. Hudson will give it to Strickland. Strickland to Gadsden. Boy, Bears need a basket this time down. Strickland underneath to Hudson. Over to Moreland. Moreland sets his feet, fires his three. That one's good. Moreland gets on the scorebook for the first time and ties this one at 53 apiece with 11:47 to play. Travis, our head writer from the Enterprise Journal, joining us in the timeout. 53-53. Travis, it looks like Southwest may be doing it to us again.
You know, they always they have to be involved in the nail biter. It's become synonymous with this team now. And that Moreland three-pointer right there was very much needed. Not only did it tie the game, obviously at 53, ended an 8-0 Co-Lin run there. So a little bit of momentum built there for the Bears. Let's see if they can keep it going now.
Bears have not been successful from the three-point line in this game, but they've made threes at clutch times in this basketball game.
Absolutely. I mean, Strickland knocked down 2 in the first half, 1 from Blake. Moore had 1 in the first half. Here in the second so far, Cale Carter with 1, Strickland had 1, and Moreland just knocked down 1 himself.
Like I said, they've taken a lot of threes that haven't gone in, but when they have gone in, they've been at clutch time for the Bears.
Well, and another aspect of that is they've gotten a lot of success in the paint, too. Javius Moore has become the ultimate swing man. He can hit shots from the outside, and he uses that height, that 6'7" frame on the inside, and it's almost like he's playing a 4 position.
And what can you say about Crayon Gadsden? He's having another good game. Mr. Consistent for the Bears this year.
He's really good at drawing up the isolation and taking it straight to the hoop. It's almost like he parts the sea, and he just shoots right down the middle.
Co-Lin with the basketball coming out of the timeout with Hershey. Hershey wants to fire a 3. That one rolls off the rim, no good. Hershey rolled that one off, no good. Bears get the rebound. Here come the Bears back on the offensive end. 53-53, 11:25 to play. Gadsden works it over in front of his coach. Brings it back out to the center. Moreland, another 3 ball. That one off the front of the rim, won't go.
Well, you think that Co-Lin would have watched the film and tried to cover Moreland. I mean, he's been getting a lot of wide open looks here.
Bears back on the defensive end with Studaway. Studaway goes to the hoop, guarded by Hudson. Shot put up, won't go. They say out of bounds and Bears basketball. That was number 2, Monroe, that was trying to secure the rebound. He stepped out of bounds with the basketball. Now Co-Lin, that's the Bears that want to make a substitution. Moreland will check out for Southwest as Zay Blake going to check back in for the Bears. Bears will go to Gadsden. Gadsden goes like he likes to go right there in front of his head coach, Brian Bender. Brings it back out center court. Goes in underneath, draws the single team. Shot put in, good, count it, and the foul.
Beautiful play there by Gadsden to get the and one. Now let's see if he can complete the play here.
Studaway gets the foul. It's his second. Gadsden to the free throw line to try to complete the 3-point play. He's got 6 in the first half. He can make it 7 and give the Bears a 3-point lead. Gadsden's free throw up and good. 56-53, Bears by 3, 10:42 to play. Basketball belongs to Studaway. He has it top of the key. He'll hand it to Merriweather. Merriweather brings it back out to Marshall. Now it's Merriweather again. Now underneath for Co-Lin, the double team drawn. Boy, that left him wide open for the 3, and it just didn't go in that time for Merriweather, and the Bears going to get the rebound. Merriweather, the wide open 3, didn't go in. Now Gadsden going to lose it as he tries to go for the hoop, steals it right back to Javius Moore, and he'll put it in for the Bears. Gadsden had it stolen away, got it right back, and Javius Moore slams it home. 58-53, 10 to play. Bears have Merriweather. Merriweather, top of the key with it, goes to Studaway. 15 showing on the clock, shot clock. This Bear crowd in this ball game. Flipping it around is Co-Lin. 3-ball put up, won't go.
That's the third miss already for Co-Lin in the last few minutes.
Wolfpack gets the rebound. Another 3. That one won't go. And this time Gadsden gets the rebound for Southwest. Gadsden brings it down the floor. Bears have a good opportunity here to put a little distance between them and Co-Lin.
And this crowd is right back into the game, too, and this team can feed off of this crowd energy as well.
Gadsden rolls it off, no good. Boy, Gadsden, that's the shot he's made all night. That one just wouldn't go in for him. Basketball belongs to the Wolfpack. Wolfpack with it, top of the key with Studaway. He'll give it off under to Marshall. Marshall towards the hoop. Look at that one. Bears take it away again. And this time Zay Blake has his shot blocked. Bears get it right back, though, with Crayon Gadsden. Gadsden goes to Hudson. Hudson shot put up, won't go. Lost out of bounds. Who touched it? They say Co-Lin the last to touch it. And the Bears will have 17 left on the shot clock and inbound it underneath their own goal.
And I'll tell you what, Hudson has really upped his game since stepping in for the injured Michael Barber over the last couple of ball games here.
And Michael Barber was the leading scorer in that 74-71 win at Co-Lin back at the beginning of the season. Bears will have to inbound it. They'll ask Strickland to do that. Strickland, well, he's got to get that one in for the Bears. He'll lay it up there and hope Gadsden can do something, and Gadsden's going to foul. He was running out of time, just had to throw that one up, see if Gadsden can make something happen, and he fouls him.
And for Crayon, that's only his first foul of the ball game, too. I mean, that's, you know, obviously you want 0, but to only have 1 at the 8:46, with only 8:46 to go, I mean, that's pretty good there.
And we'll get a full timeout. We'll step aside for a 30-second break. Back in 30 seconds. Bear basketball is on WAZA and Bear TV.
With just over a minute left in the third quarter.
Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little harder to talk during basketball because the action is, I don't want to talk over you since you're the play-by-play, you know? So if I find that window, I'm going to try to.
Yeah, just, when I stop, you go.
Yeah. It's a little different than football, huh?
Yeah, a lot different. Well, the Bear women are up 58-43 with 45 seconds remaining in the third quarter up at Co-Lin. So, boy, it would be nice if the Bears could sweep out Co-Lin tonight. By the way, we talked about this in the pregame show. The last time Southwest men swept Co-Lin, it was 2013.
Wow.
Coach Brian Bender has never swept his arch rival, the Co-Lin Wolfpack.
You and I were young bucks back then, huh?
Yeah, we were. We were chasing down some high schools at that time.
Oh, no.
Basketball belongs in the hands of the Co-Lin Wolfpack. Goes to the hoop, tried to slam and missed it. He tried to dunk it, missed it. Co-Lin, though, got the rebound, and, boy, they got the 3-ball. Got the 3-ball with Studaway, and he gets it in. 56-58, Bears by 2. Gadsden with the basketball for Southwest. Gadsden wants to go underneath to Moore. Moore under the double team gets it.
That's what I was talking about. Moore is a swing man, played the 2 or 3, but right there he played the 4.
Javius Moore out of Macomb High School getting the basket. Co-Lin going back to work. Found a lane, goes to the hoop, shot put up, won't go. Oh, foul called against the Bears.
Foul
It's
on
Jenkins.
there. That's his second.
His second, but it's Southwest 7th. So Studaway will go to the free throw line. 60-56 to Bear lead. 7:54 to play. First one up, no good by Studaway. Second one due. Quadarius Studaway out of Clinton. Second free throw, rolls off, no good. He missed them both. Gadsden the rebound for the Bears. He'll grab it. He'll come this way with it. Gadsden will feed it to Blake. Blake tosses it around. Now it's in Jenkins' hands. Jenkins will give it back to Gadsden.
A small lineup here for Coach Bender. You got Syshon Jenkins and Javius Moore playing your big positions here.
Bears want to go underneath, looking for more. That one knocked away by the Wolfpack. Wolfpack with DeMarcus Elzy wants to shoot a three. That one no good. Bears go to Moore on the other end, and he'll slam it home, and a foul call.
Wow.
Moore timed it out, got the slam, got the foul. It's on Studaway, who picks up his third. Bears will send Javius Moore to the free throw line. He's having a big second half for the Bears.
And he fell down on that transition play that Co-Lin couldn't capitalize on.
Makes the free throw, makes it a 63-56 game. Bears get three with a little help from the free throw line. Just over 7 minutes to play in the contest. Co-Lin with the basketball. Into the lane with it is Elzy. Elzy bounces it out and gives it to Monroe. His shot blocked by Gadsden. Basketball belongs back with the Bears. Jenkins wants to get in on the action, and he does with a shot and a foul.
And this crowd has come alive here inside the basketball center.
Monroe the foul, his second, the fourth against Co-Lin, and Jenkins will get his name in the scorebook tonight with a basket and a chance to make it a three-point play for the Bears. Who's that? Hershey and Butler going to check in for Co-Lin. Now Co-Lin also going to bring Johnson and his 3 fouls back into this basketball game as well.
Going out Elzy, Studaway, and Monroe there. Elzy, a former South Pike Eagle also.
So Jenkins a chance at the free throw line here to make it a three-point play. Shot up, good. Jenkins makes the free throw, 66-56. The Bears with their biggest lead at 10. Wolfpack with the basketball, 6:42 and the clock running. Co-Lin out beyond the three-point line. They'll give it to Dickerson. He'll go to the hoop.
He got it.
Shot put in and good. Makes it a 66-58 game. Strickland with the basketball to Gadsden. Gadsden out of the corner will give it to Blake. Blake's 3-ball no good, and a foul called against the Bears, and Jenkins on the rebound. Jenkins will pick up his third. That's the 8th against the Bears. And then the bonus will go to the other end for Co-Lin.
At the line to shoot 1 and 1 for Co-Lin, number 11, Allen.
So Allen will shoot the free throws. It's the 1+ opportunity for J.D. Allen from the free throw line. First one good, he earns the second. Allen makes the first, awards him the second one. Second free throw, that one up off the front of the rim, no good. Bears clear the rebound. It was Carter to grab it for Southwest. He'll give it to Gadsden. Gadsden brings it down in front of the bench to Blake. Blake feeds it around to Carter, who gives it back to Strickland. Bears tossing it around now to Carter again. Now it's out. Gadsden wants to shoot a 3. Put up, no good. Hudson, the putback won't go for the Bears. Hudson gets the rebound, is blocked at that time, and Co-Lin able to get it. Boy, Bears had a couple of chances from Hudson, couldn't get it to fall that time. The Bears try to steal it with Blake, but he loses it out of bounds.
Some fast-paced action to keep up with there.
It's been that way the entire night. These
Absolutely.
two teams are running up and down the floor for sure.
And these are two teams that already played each other as well. So, I mean, you know that there was some film study prior to tonight's matchup.
Bears have to play defense here. They get it into Dickerson. Dickerson with the basketball. Dickerson will give it to Allen. Allen flips it to Hershey. Hershey wants to shoot a 3. That one in and good. Hershey's 3 makes it 66-62. Blake with the basketball for the Bears. Blake will give it to Strickland. Strickland now for Southwest with just over 5 to play in the contest. Puts the ball on the floor. Pick is set for him. Gives it to Blake. Blake's three put up, won't go. Bears try to shoot for the rebound, but it's Co-Lin that secures it. Co-Lin will bring it down with Butler. Butler top of the key with it. Butler. Long two, put in and good. Butler's long two is in and good, makes it a 2-point game. Boy, just like that, Co-Lin back to within 2. 4:40 to play, 66-64. The Bears by 2.
8-0 run here in the last 2+ minutes for the Wolves.
Bears want to go underneath. Moore missed that one. Tried to get his own rebound, couldn't get it. Co-Lin gets it back. 3 ball out of the corner for the Wolfpack's no good. Wolfpack gets the rebound. They bring it out, put it in the hands of Butler. Butler with it with just over 4 minutes to play. Butler goes towards the hoop, wants to shoot him a 3 now. His won't go. Hudson gets the rebound to Blake. Blake goes to Strickland with it. Strickland decides to slow it down, give it back to Blake. Bears will use some of that clock right now as we go under 4 minutes. Blake will give it to Hudson. Hudson at the free throw line, has to put it on the floor before he gives it back to Strickland, and a foul called against Co-Lin. It's Butler, his first. That's the 5th against Co-Lin, so that's on the floor. So no opportunity to shoot the free throws yet for the Bears, with only the 5th foul called that time against Co-Lin. Bears will get Jenkins back in for Carter. They'll also sit Hudson down and get Gadsden back in. Gadsden will get back in and grab the basketball. 3:40 to play. 13 showing on the Bear shot clock. Gadsden into the lane. Shot clock to single digits. They go to Blake. Blake has his shot blocked, but a foul going to be called against Co-Lin. The foul is on 23. That's Johnson. That's his 4th. That will send the Bears to the free throw line, and Zay Blake. Blake hasn't scored here in the second half. Had 4 in the first half. First one's up good. 67-64.
And that halted 8-0 run by the Wolfpack there. That started at the 6:46 mark. So really 3 minutes and 16 seconds right there.
Second free throw for Blake. That one up good. Blake made them both. Boy, talk about 2 free throws the Bears needed. They needed those. 68-64. Bears with the lead. 3:25 to play, and Co-Lin gonna ask for time.
Coach Bezot didn't like what he saw there.
So Co-Lin will use a 30-second timeout. Women's action, boy, Co-Lin making it a game. 68-61 with 4:41 to play in that one. So Co-Lin ladies at home have come back and made it a tight one with just under 5 minutes to play up at Co-Lin.
Similar to what we have here. We got a 4-point ball game, and they're, 5 points?
Yeah. Well, I tell you, though, the Bears and Coach Brian Bender, I got a text message from Coach Bender earlier that said, be sure you take your heart pill before you come to the basketball game tonight. That's what he was anticipating, another tight one here at the Southwest Basketball Center.
For anybody who can look back at the scores for this team this past year, I think each game, whether it's a win or a loss, is by single digits. None of them are by double digits.
Had the game up at Hines, won, and then Hines gets a shot at the buzzer to beat the Bears. So, I mean, it's happened to them, and they've done it to other teams.
Done it 3 times already.
They've done it 3 times.
Including this team at the beginning of the year.
Well, they make sure they got the shot clock and all set correctly as Co-Lin will inbound it. Wolfpack will bring it in with Dickerson. Dickerson will hand it to the man up top. That's Studaway. Studaway lost it, got it back, needs some help. Dickerson over to help him. Now it's in the hands of Allen.
Shot clock down to 7.
Yep, shot clock into single digits. Now the Wolfpack will fire a 3 from way downtown. That touches nothing, and the Bears get the rebound. It's Strickland who clears it to Moore, to Jenkins. Jenkins lost it off his fingertips. Jenkins lost that one off his fingertips, and that'll give Co-Lin the basketball back.
I like the decision by Moore. It's just a matter of execution. It's just a simple mistake there by Jenkins.
Co-Lin with the basketball, 2:54 to play. It's a 4-point game in favor of the Bears. Boy, you talk about parity in this South Division. You're looking at parity when you look at this men's basketball league. Basketball in the hands of Studaway. Studaway top of the key with it. He'll crack it down underneath, goes around Jenkins, and then hits it off Javius Moore out of bounds.
Another interesting stat here real quick, Benji. The Bears are 7 for 7 from the free throw line in the second half.
Bears, like my grandma used to say, you make free throws, you win basketball games. 2:39 to play. Basketball in the hands of the Wolfpack. Wolfpack down to 12 on the shot clock as they put it in Elzey's hands. Elzey working with Gadsden, goes to the lane, puts a shot in and good. DeMarcus Elzey, the Pike County product, back home and makes it a 2-point game. 2:19 to play. Gadsden with the basketball for the Bears. 2:14 clock running. Gadsden gives it to Blake. Blake, top of the key with the basketball, back to Gadsden. 12 showing on that shot clock. Gadsden down in the lane. His one-hander put up, won't go. Co-Lin gets the rebound, 2 minutes to play. Down by 2 is the Wolfpack. Here they come. Elzey's three is good. Elzey's three ball from way downtown is good, and that gives Co-Lin a 69-68 lead. 1:43 to play. Bears with the basketball. Strickland. Strickland working to the corner to Gadsden. Gadsden looking for Moore. Moore with the basketball in the corner. He'll get it out to Blake. Blake in the lane, turns around, shot up good. Zay Blake, a perfect turnaround and a basket and a timeout on the floor. Coach Kenny Bezot wants to speak with the official. He's out at midcourt. He wanted a travel. It's a timeout that the Bears take on a full timeout. And let's step aside. We may get our final break in right here for 30 seconds. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening and watching Bear Basketball.
I got to talk about how fast that was. That was incredibly fast. Who do you have for leading scorer? I think it's Moore right now. 4, 6, 8.
Yeah.
I got 17 for Moore. And 16 for Gadsden.
Moore's got more than that. Well, back here at the Southwest Basketball Center, 70-69 our score. It's the Bears by 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, just under 2.5 minutes.
Well, what a big basket just a moment ago and a perfect execution there, Travis.
Absolutely. Zay Blake driving to the lane, spinning around the defender. I mean, if you're watching on Bear TV, you saw how fast that was. For the people on the radio, all I can say is please find a piece of video to watch that play again because that was lightning fast.
1:18 to play. Co-Lin with the basketball down 1. Wolfpack were gathered around Coach Kenny Bezot. He's still barking plays from the sideline to his Wolfpack. Wanted to go to the hoop and a foul called against Jenkins.
He got the block, but he also drew the foul. Or committed the foul.
That's 4 against Zyshan. It's the team's 9th. It's a 2-shot opportunity for Studaway now and Co-Lin. Down 1 with 1:08 to play. First one is up, no good. Oh, this crowd getting into it here at the basketball center.
And that's the 3rd straight miss from the free throw line for Studaway. So I guess if you had to foul somebody, obviously he would be the one right now.
Second free throw, missed that one. Fight for the rebound and they call a foul. The foul's against Co-Lin.
Probably, it looks like on number 2 there.
Let's see, it's on number 2, Monroe. It's the 7th.
That's free throws for the Bears. 1-1 for Zyshan Jenkins.
Bears will come back on this other end. And it will be number 21, Jenkins, who will shoot the free throws for the Bears. Jenkins, first one up, and that one gets in good. Jenkins got that one to fall for Southwest. They had to think about it for a minute, but it got in there.
It was a little reluctant to go in.
Second free throw coming. Boy, Jenkins makes his first, makes it 71-69. Here comes the second free throw from Jenkins. That one up off the front of the rim, no good. Bears come down with it by Strickland. Strickland comes down with it.
And that's kind of reminiscent of the last game with the 2 missed free throws and Moore came down with the rebound.
Under a minute to play, shot clock to 10. Bears got to do something with it here. Strickland's got the basketball, gives it to Moore. Moore from way downtown, the 3 ball won't go, and it will be a shot clock violation against Southwest.
He didn't miss that by much. He almost got rim on that one.
Just hit the backboard instead of the rim, and that won't reset that clock. 43 seconds to play. 2-point game. Co-Lin will bring it down in front of Coach Kenny Bezot and use the timeout. 38 seconds to play, 71-69. It's a 2-point game in favor of Southwest here at the Basketball Center. Checking women's action. Southwest leads Co-Lin 75-66. So the Lady Bears have put a little distance between them and the Wolfpack.
How much time left in that, Benji?
Let's see, 1:31 to play in that one. So 1:31 to play there, 38 seconds to play here.
Well, considering the women didn't get to play on Saturday, some would think they'd be a little rusty. Obviously, by that score, that is definitely not the case.
Yeah, women haven't played since February 11th when Meridian beat them here at the Southwest Basketball Center. You know, we had the snow and ice, which gave them time off. They were supposed to make that Co-Lin game up on Wednesday. It got canceled. Of course, we couldn't play on and then Saturday, they're on the bus, ready to make the trip to Pearl River.
I watched the replay of the game on Saturday, and you said they were literally about to pull off campus.
When they got the call that Pearl River, due to COVID protocols, would have to cancel the basketball game. So they stayed around for the men's game, and we're a good cheer squad for this men's game, just like we've got tonight.
And by the way, I want to give a shout out to my friend Smitty, listening in, gave me some props saying I might have a future in color commentary.
There you go. Well, the basketball belongs to Co-Lin. They will inbound it with Dickerson. Dickerson top of the key with it. 32 seconds to play, 19 on the shot clock.
Roughly about a 12-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Here we go again. It's Elzy back out to Merriweather. His 3, no good. Bears get the rebound. And now Co-Lin will have to foul him with 19.4.
That was huge right there. I mean, you could tell that shot was going to be short when it came out of his hands.
It's Hershey who commits the foul. But, boy, if that 3 goes in, Co-Lin's got 1 with about 20 seconds to play. So that's a huge miss for Co-Lin. So now Strickland will shoot a, what is this, a 1+.
21, yeah.
At 9, it's only at 8, excuse me, it's a 1+. So, boy, but he can make both these. He makes it a 2-score game. Bears at the free throw line with Strickland. Here's the first. Made it, earned the second. 72-69, 19.4 to play. Second free throw coming now for the Bears. Made them both. Strickland made them both, makes it 73-69. And the Bears will have a 4-point lead, so Co-Lin, barring a 3-pointer and a foul, will have to make it a 2-possession game with 19.4 seconds to play.
You have to believe here, Coach Bezot, they're going to be trying to draw up some kind of running gun, something fast here. Really, I mean, do you even let them score at this point and then get the ball back and let them foul you and try to get more free throw attempts down on the other end?
Coach Kenny Bezot talking with Co-Lin. Likewise, Coach Brian Bender talking over with his men. He's giving the men this is it for them. They're getting the 19.4 strategy. Bears do have one timeout. Co-Lin's got two. By the way, the possession arrow the way of Southwest. If any kind of jump ball was forced, the basketball would go back to Southwest with 9 and 8. Everybody shooting free throws. So here we go. Bears, well, they like to make it interesting, and that's what they've done here tonight. They've made this one interesting. By the way, women's action with 55 seconds to play. Southwest leading 77-66. Scorers table looks like they want the officials. Oh, there's something on the floor that they are pointing out that will need to be removed from the floor of play before we can play this final 19.4.
Always good to catch the little things like that, because that could lead to something big.
19.4 to play. Co-Lin will have to go length of the floor. Southwest will bring the press. Co-Lin will get it in the hands of Dickerson. Dickerson gets it to Elzy. Elzy, three ball, put up, won't go. Gadsden grabs the rebound, and he's going to run into Elzy, and Elzy gets charged with the foul. Elzy charged with the foul. Gadsden can put this one away from the free throw line.
At the line to shoot 1-1 for Southwest.
1-1 here for Gadsden with only 6.2 seconds left in this
It's a two-possession game now at 4, but if you make at least one of these, it's truly two possession. Because then there's no foul on the three that can hurt you.
Impossible, yeah.
Let's see if Gadsden can do it. First one, up, no good. Co-Lin will have a chance with 4 seconds. They come down. Elzy, the long three, put up, won't go. That'll do it. Bears win. Bears are going to win it 73-69.
First time in 7 years, you sweep your rival.
To sweep your rival for the first time since 2013. Let's talk to you real quick, Travis, because now you got to go because I got to get Coach Bender in. Real quick, your thoughts on this basketball game.
I mean, what more can you say about this team? That win on Saturday really, really fired up this ball club. They came out from start to finish hungry to win this ball game, and they played through and through from the opening tip to the final buzzer. I mean, not many more good things you can say about this ball club right now. Right now, this club is on fire.
Bears win it 73-69. They win 74-71 at Co-Lin. Like we said, first time the Bears have swept Co-Lin since 2013. Coach Brian Bender's never done that as a head coach. He's never swept. That's like State Ole Miss. I mean, that's what Co-Lin Southwest is.
Oh, absolutely. And now here's the thing. I mean, you're done with Co-Lin for the year possibly. I mean, unless they somehow match up with them again in the playoffs. Regular season-wise, you're done with this team now. You can move on to the next opponent.
Next opponent, by the way, is East Central on Thursday night. Travis, thanks for coming over and watching a little bit of second half with us. By the way, the women with 43 seconds to play are up 78-69. So it looks like Coach Harris's women are on their way. They play here Thursday at the Southwest Basketball Center.
They have a pretty good East Central team coming to town, and that ought to be a great matchup. Looking forward to that one.
East Central, a team we haven't seen. That game got COVID out early in the season, so we didn't get to see it. Let's take a break. We got to reset things. Coach Brian Bender will join us. We'll hit the scores. We'll hit the scoring as well. That's coming up after a 2-minute break. Back in 2 minutes, you're listening to Bear Basketball.
I can say I've done a lot of things in my life. I've flown with the Eagles, rolled with the Cowboys, I've barreled through the barriers. One thing I can't say though is that I did it alone. People ask me what makes a legend. I always say it's about being a part of something bigger. It's never just me. It's always one for all. Whatever comes your way, do it together.
Now is your time to be a part of an amazing class of students. There's so much going on here at Southwest, you won't want to miss out. We have scholarships available for music ensembles, cheer, and athletic teams. You can be a part of our active and vibrant campus life where students are determined to meet their goals. With our new and remodeled residence halls, you have the convenience of staying on campus or commuting. You can even take classes online. At Southwest, you can get an authentic college experience at a fraction of the cost of a four-year university. You belong here. Southwest Mississippi Community College classes start soon, so schedule an appointment today to get on track to a better you. Find us at www.smcc.edu.
Well, we're back here at Southwest Mississippi Community College again. First time since 2013 that the Bears of Southwest have swept out the Co-Lin Wolfpack. By the way, women's action, let's check that one right quick here as we await Coach Brian Bender to join us. 22 seconds remain, 79-69. So the Southwest women up by 10 with 22 seconds to play. So it looks like the Bear women are well on their way to winning tonight. They're up 10 at Co-Lin. Joining us now, head coach of the Southwest Bears, Coach Brian Bender. And Coach, I looked at the clock with about 6 minutes on it, and I said he's going to do it to us again, isn't he?
Do you expect anything different?
No, not from this team with this Southwest team, which I really think in a lot of ways playing without arguably one of the best players in the league, Michael Barber, is probably playing some of your best basketball, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, we're playing well as a group, and we're really defending. One of the things that's crazy is we're actually the fourth leading scoring team in the league. We said at halftime, if you hold them under 70, we win the game. And it's 69-73. We really guarded. We really guarded in the second half. Good team effort. Rebounding the ball. We came out a little flat. I thought the energy in the whole gym for a rivalry game was a little flat from everybody. And we were able to create our own energy in the second half, got up 10, sustained that lead, made some big plays down the stretch, and let our guys go a little bit. And you saw it, every night someone different.
Javius Moore is the guy tonight.
Javius Moore is a stud. The kid's learning and growing and learning and growing. He's a kid that didn't play the last year and a half in high school, and he obviously has a lot of raw talent, ability, athleticism, and you saw him rim rock a couple, and he made some threes. A 3-and-D guy at 6 and 7 is a high major prospect, and that's what he'll be. He's going to be back next year. He's a non-qualifier, so he'll be here for 2 years. You guys will really enjoy him. He's a local kid, phenomenal kid, and he's learning so much every single day, not just in basketball but in life. And I'm glad to be a part of his journey.
Another guy, Mr. Consistent for you, especially the last couple of weeks, that's Crayon Gadsden. I mean, he just continues to perform night in, night out.
He fills up that stat sheet. He's a kid that, is playing a point guard position. He was a 5 in high school. He's continuing to get better. He's making shots now a little bit, but he's so good off the bounce. He's unique. You've never seen a player like him because he's so long and his arms are like go-go gadget arms, and he can put the ball anywhere he wants to, and he makes those crazy layups with his length and using the whole backboard and things like that. But, yeah, he's consistent. He can pass. He can rebound. He can create for other people. He gets to the paint. And, tonight I think he played pretty well and helped us win the game.
Co-Lin, Southwest does something that you've never done as a head coach, and the Bears haven't done since 2013, that sweep out Co-Lin. That's kind of like the team up north, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, for us, this town, especially our president, Dr. Bishop, I know that, when I got here, they're like, all you guys got to do is make sure you beat Co-Lin. I'm like, who's Co-Lin? But, I'm learning, and I learned fast. My first year, we got swept as an assistant. Co-Lin had a really good team that year. And then my first year as a head coach, we won here in overtime. We lost there really bad. And then last year, we lost in a close game there. We won here in overtime. And then we got one buzzer beater by Tatum. And then tonight, I thought we had pretty good control of the game on and off. Our guys are tired. They haven't played in 10 days, and we played 2 days ago.
I was going to say, the quick turnaround, well, how did you handle this team with that emotional win over Pearl River Saturday, then having to come right back and play Monday?
That's a great question. So, how you handle success matters, and what you do moving forward. Are we going to be that cliche that you're going to have a trap game the next game, or you win a big game, it goes to your head? You know, it's great to hear. You know, it's nice to hear. Oh yeah, you're so good. You guys beat the number 2 team in the country, and all these nice things. But you know, that game was won well before that event happened. And we're continuing. We have a motto right now that every day is game day. Yesterday was game day. Today was game day. You know, Pearl River Day was game day. And we're going to continue every day. We're going to tackle it like that with the mentality of, hey, we're going to ride this momentum and we're continue to trend upward. And we have to get excited about everything. We can't just be excited about a dunk or a made three or taking a charge or getting a stop. If your excitement level increases for everything, basketball's supposed to be fun. And that's what we talked about. You know, at halftime, you know, I'm not much of a yeller. You know, you may think otherwise if you watch me on the sideline. I'm animated and I love what I do and I have a great passion for what I do and these guys. And teaching them, you know, hey, if you make everything matter in your life, it's going to completely change your life. And that's the mentality that our guys are starting to adapt. And it took some time. That stuff doesn't happen overnight, especially in junior college when you're flipping rosters. But that's the culture that we're creating here at Southwest. And these guys are embracing it. And guys that, you know, didn't embrace it aren't a part of our program anymore. And we're continuing to, you know, we're going to go with the guys and it's next man up. And, you know, I'm really proud of our guys to persevere, you know, find a way to win tough games. We're winning close games. Every game we've played, so what are we, 7-2?
Yeah, you're 7-2, 6-2 in the division play.
Every game that we've played has been within 7 points. And that 7-point game was in overtime. So, you know, like, that's amazing to win close games, and that shows the maturity with our group. The trust that we have, you know, not just with our players and coaches, but with our coaches and coaches, our managers. And we're a family. And families that communicate, stick together. Families that don't. And we've had plenty of, you know, different communication things that have gone on, but these guys are adapting to what we want, and they're attacking it. And, you know, every day it's something new, and we find new ways to lead them the right way.
Every day it's somebody new, too. You talked about that next man up mentality. Speaking of next up, East Central's next up for you on Thursday night. You've been here at home last couple of games, back out on the road again. The one spot where you have your 2 losses is on the road. So what do you tell your guys going into Thursday?
Yeah, so tomorrow's game day. Wednesday's game day, Thursday's game day. You know, obviously you look ahead on a calendar and you look at these events, but every day you treat it the same. So we're going to attack tomorrow. I told them at halftime, you guys find a way to win, I'll give you off. And I think it was the most excited they were about that. They deserve a day off. I mean, we went really hard last week.
Yeah.
You know, but it pays off too. So, but anyways, long story short, we're going to be off tomorrow, completely off. No film, no nothing. My coaches will go out recruiting. Wednesday, there's some state tournament stuff starting. So we're going to go watch some guys that we're close on. And we've already signed 4, and we probably got 4 or 5 more to get. But, you know, Wednesday we'll prepare for East Central. They have one of the better players in the league, the Tops kid that I think he scored 30 on us the first time. And they're at the bottom of our division. You know, I hope we go there and we handle it well. East Central's kind of like Co-Lin, where, you know, every year I've been here, winning there has been hard. Last year we beat them by 30, but they were at the end of the season and they were ready to quit. The 2 previous years, we lost by 27 when I was assistant, and you know, we've had 2 close games that we didn't win my first 2 years. My first year. So, long story short, we're going to take tomorrow as game day. I hope everybody listening takes tomorrow as game day, and we're going to prepare every single day for whatever happens next. But, you know, proud to get a win. Proud to sweep Co-Lin. You know, before that, me and you were texting earlier. Like, I don't know when.
Yeah, 2013 was all I could find.
Yeah, there's a Massey rating, it's called. It goes back to 2002. It wasn't before that. You'd have to look at some yearbooks and things like that. I don't really know. It's hard, you know, finding history, especially when you haven't been here very long. You know, but it's cool. We're breaking record. We never beat a top 2 team in the country. We haven't swept Co-Lin but once in the last, who knows, 20-plus years.
20-plus years, yes.
At least. And, you know, we're 6-2 in the division. I don't know. Hines and Meridian play tonight. Pearl plays East Central. I'm telling you, 3 losses will win the league. And if we can continue to trend in the right direction, we got 6 more to go. And we got a tough one at Pearl, we got a tough one at Jones, we got a tough one at East Central, a tough one at Gulf Coast. But then you got, coming here, you got Hines, who beat us the first time, and you got Meridian, who beat us another time. So
you do get the 2 that beat you do get at home, at least.
And we're going to play top teams in the North again. We're going to play East here, and we're going to play Northeast here on Saturdays. So this is our stretch of 7 games in 15 days. And so this was 1. And tomorrow is the next one.
The next one up. And then, by the way, he does play here Saturday. It's East Mississippi, the rematch with East Mississippi.
Another good overtime battle. You know, that was our first game. We won that one without Tata and Mike. But you know, they're a really well coached team. He's probably one of the best coaches in the league. He gets his kids to play hard. Really good friend of mine. He's a good dude. So excited to bring them here and have a rematch.
Thursday at East Central, back here Saturday at the Southwest Basketball Center with East Mississippi in town. Coach, another win, another cardiac win. First time since 2013, Southwest has swept the Co-Lin. Let's keep the record books breaking here at Southwest this year.
Let's keep it going. Glad to be a part of it.
That's Coach Brian Bender back with some final thoughts in 60 seconds. You're listening to Bear Basketball on WAZA. You're watching Bear Basketball on Bear TV.
Now is your time to be a part of an amazing class of students. There's so much going on here at Southwest, you won't want to miss out. We have scholarships available for music ensembles, cheer, and athletic teams. You can be a part of our active and vibrant campus life where students are determined to meet their goals. With our new and remodeled residence halls, you have the convenience of staying on campus or commuting. You can even take classes online. At Southwest, you can get an authentic college experience at a fraction of the cost of a four-year university. You belong here. Southwest Mississippi Community College classes start soon, so schedule an appointment today to get on track to a better you. Find us at www.smcc.edu.
Well, the Bears win 73-69. By the way, in women's action, 79-69. The Lady Bears will win tonight. So overall, Southwest a sweep of Co-Lin tonight on both the men's and women's side. Speaking of women's basketball, head coach Brent Harris and his women will be back here at the Southwest Basketball Center Thursday night for a 6 o'clock tip-off with East Central in town. First time those two teams have gotten together this season. The at East Central game was one of the games that was COVID out for the Lady Bears. So they still got two matchups with East Central. That first matchup, though, will be Thursday night, 6 o'clock here at the Southwest Basketball Center. We'll have that one for you on WAZA 107.7 FM and, of course, right here on Bear TV. Speaking of Bear TV, busy day tomorrow. It's softball. We'll have the rematch, the makeup games with Holmes Community College. First pitch at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon for that one. Join us on Bear TV, 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. And then, of course, Inside Bear Athletics comes your way 6 o'clock tomorrow night. We talk cheerleading here at Southwest Mississippi Community College. I think you'll like that one. That comes up 6 o'clock tomorrow night. So busy day tomorrow. More softball on Wednesday, women's basketball Thursday, and then some more basketball on Saturday. Thanks for joining us. Another big win for Coach Brian Bender and the Bears. They win 73-69 and do something that Southwest Mississippi Community College has not done since 2013, and that's sweep the Wolfpack of Co-Lin. Thanks for joining us on WAZA, and you're on Bear TV on WAZA. Here we'll see you Thursday on Bear TV. We'll talk to you tomorrow for some Bear softball. Enjoy the rest of your night, folks, and hey, congratulations again to the Bear men and Bear women, both with big victories tonight. We'll see you down the road. You've been listening to Southwest Bear Athletics on Bear TV and on WAZA 107.7 FM.